Footsteps are a memory that echo in the hall. A heavily textured shadow leaning up against the wall. I didn't see the complex composition of your lies until I saw the contrast of the leaving in your eyes. You packed up all the vibrant hues we took so long to blend, and painted me a masterpiece that only meant the end. I am trapped inside this gallery, entirely alone, listening to the quiet in a haunting minor tone. I reach up for the edges, but the canvas starts to blur. I'm drowning in the ghost of everything we almost were. 'Cause you left me here, right where the colors fade to black, on a one-way dramatic street with no way to go back. You dropped the heavy curtain on the middle of the play and washed your hands of everything before you walked away. It's a beautiful disaster, making ruins of the art. You left me here, holding the pieces of my heart. The coffee cup is sitting right exactly where it was, a cinematic frozen frame of all our lost becauses. I trace the bitter outline of the spaces on the bed and overthink the mystery of the final words you said. You stripped away the light and left the complicated shade, a testament to every single promise you betrayed. I thought we were a portrait that would stand against the years. Now the ink is slowly running underneath my falling tears. I am trapped inside this gallery, entirely alone, listen to the quiet in a haunting minor tone. I reach up for the edges, but the canvas starts to blur. I'm drowning in the ghost of everything we almost were. 'Cause you left me here, right where the colors fade to black, on a one-way dramatic street with no way to go back. You dropped the heavy curtain on the middle of the play and washed your hands of everything before you walked away. It's a beautiful disaster, making ruins of the art. You left me here, holding the pieces of my heart. Did you ever even look back when you stepped out in the cold? Did you feel a single ounce of grief for what you blindly sold? I am standing in the wreckage of a highly saturated dream, tearing at the fabric, ripping open every seam. I am suffocated slowly in the atmosphere you made while you're walking in the sunlight, leaving me inside the shade. Yeah, you left me here, right where the colors fade to black, on a one-way dramatic street with no way to go back. No way to. You dropped the heavy curtain on the middle of the play and washed your hands of everything before you walked away. It's a beautiful disaster, making ruins of the art. Yeah, you left me here, you left me here, in the dark tones where the canvas is torn. I'm just standing here waiting. I loved you fully. The canvas of my heart was painted in a vibrant hue, a highly saturated masterpiece I dedicated to you. I layered every brushstroke with a complex, heavy grace, but now I'm staring at the shadows in this cold and empty space. You were the only focal point, the center of the frame. Now I'm sitting in the dark tones, just whispering your name. I didn't keep a safety net, I didn't hide a spark. I poured out all my sunlight just to navigate your dark. I blurred the bitter edges, trying to ignore the signs, while you were quietly stepping back and erasing all the lines. I held nothing in reserve, I gave you every single part. I handed you the heavy beating center of my heart, 'cause I loved you fully, with the dramatic blinding light. I was a cinematic fire burning through the endless night. I held you through the ruin, I weathered every storm. I burned my own foundations down, just to keep you warm. It's a beautifully tragic, devastating irony. I loved you fully, and you left the ghost of me. The texture of the silence is a heavy velvet shroud, a mystery I'm walking through, crying out loud. I didn't hold a fraction back, I didn't hedge my bet. I painted you in permanence while you painted in regret. The contrast is a cruelty, the resolution is too stark to know I gave you everything and ended in the dark. I built a whole museum just to glorify your face, and you walked out the heavy doors and left without a trace. I burned the bitter edges, trying to ignore the signs, while you were quietly stepping back and erasing all the lines. I held nothing in reserve, I gave you every single part. I handed you the heavy beating center of my heart, 'cause I loved you fully, with the dramatic blinding light. I was a cinematic fire burning through the endless night. I held you through the ruin, I weathered every storm. I burned my own foundations down, just to keep you warm. It's a beautifully tragic, devastating irony. I loved you fully, and you left the ghost of me. I didn't hold a single drop of crimson in my veins. I walked with you completely through the fire and the rain. I was a highly saturated tidal wave of grace, and you just let it wash away without a single trace. I broke myself to pieces trying to make it feel complete, and now I'm sweeping up the ruins, lying at my feet. Yeah, I loved you fully, with the dramatic blinding light. I was a cinematic fire burning through the endless night. I held you through the ruin, I weathered every storm. I burned my own foundations down, just to keep you warm. It's a beautifully tragic, devastating irony. Yeah, I loved you fully, I loved you fully. Every dark tone, I loved you, and now I'm alone. of the morning stretch across the bedroom wall. I listen to the silence, waiting for the heavy fall. I painted over all the places where your shadow used to lay, but the highly saturated memory refuses to decay. I wear this complex composition like a heavy iron chain, beautifully orchestrated, never-ending rain. I try to solve the mystery of how to just let go, but you're the only vibrant color that my canvas seems to know. They tell me that the vividness will soften in the light, that time will wash the heavy textured from my sight, but the contrast only sharpens when I close my eyes to sleep. You're a captivating ruin that my soul is forced to keep, 'cause I miss you always in the spaces in between, a cinematic ghost inside a dark and quiet scene. It isn't just a sudden wave, it's a constant crashing sea, a permanent eclipse across the center of me. No matter how I try to blur the edges of the past, I miss you always, and the shadows always last. I walk through this museum of the promises we broke, choking on the mystery of the final words you spoke. The colors of our masterpiece are bleeding on the floor, a high contrast reminder that you aren't here anymore. I try to mix the different shades to paint a brighter hue, but the canvas only ever seems to soak it up in blue. It's a solitary gallery, a deeply textured ache, just waiting for the morning where my heart forgets to break. They tell me that the vividness will soften in the light, that time will wash the heavy textured layers from my sight, but the contrast only sharpens when I close my eyes to sleep. You're a captivating ruin that my soul is forced to keep, 'cause I miss you always in the spaces in between, a cinematic ghost inside a dark and quiet scene. It isn't just a sudden wave, it's a constant crashing sea, a permanent eclipse across the center of me. No matter how I try to blur the edges of the past, I miss you always, and the shadows always last. I am so tired of the haunting, I am so tired of the ache. How many dramatic endings can a single spirit take? I wanna burn the gallery, I wanna strike the match, but you're a vibrant bleeding texture that I never can detach. It never fades, it never stops, it's echoing inside. I'm drowning in this highly saturated, never-ending tide. Yeah, I miss you always in the spaces in between, a cinematic ghost inside a dark and quiet scene. It isn't just a sudden wave, it's a constant crashing sea, a permanent eclipse across the center of me. and the shadows always last. Always in the dark tones of the room, a complex, quiet doom. I miss you always. The dark took my heart. The dark tones of the morning bleed across the empty floor. A heavy links of silence since you walked right out the door. I reach inside my chest to find the rhythm of the beat, but it's a hollow canvas now, a ruin incomplete. You didn't leave a warning in the complex painted sky. You just stole the vibrant color from the center of my eye. I stand here in the mystery of what you meant to do, a living, breathing tragedy, still reaching out for you. I thought we were a masterpiece, a highly saturated dream, but you were only looking for a way to rip the seam. You blurred the bitter edges and you hid behind the art. Then you reached right through the shadows and you took away my heart. 'Cause you took my heart and you didn't leave a trace, just a cold dramatic echo in a devastated space. You packed it in your suitcase with the promises we made, leaving me to navigate the deep and lonely shade of a shell of fading layers, tearing at the seams. You took my heart and the canvas of my dreams. The contrast is too jarring, the reality too stark. I'm wandering through this gallery, completely in the dark. I try to paint it over, try to mix a different hue, but every single brushstroke is just another shade of you. Beautiful disaster, how you took my very core and left me as a phantom on this cold and wooden floor. I wear this high saturation of a pain I can't erase, just staring at the emptiness of my own ruined face. I thought we were a masterpiece, a highly saturated dream, but you were only looking tearing at the seams. Yeah, you took my heart, just a hollow space. The colors bleed away. You took my heart and you threw it all away. You took my heart and you threw it all away. I still feel pain. The canvas of the morning is a heavy, saturated gray. I brush the textured shadows off the edges of the day. I thought the dark tones of December would have faded by the spring, but the complex composition of your memory starts to stain. I painted over all the places where you used to lay your head, but the colors always separate, leave a bitter red. I walk the halls in silence, trying to erase your name, but everything I look at is a picture in your frame. They say that time is supposed to wash the canvas clean, to soften up the contrast of the spaces in between. I built a beautiful disguise to cover up the ache, but there's a limit to the kind of ruin I can take, 'cause I still feel pain underneath the heavy layers, a cinematic tragedy of unanswered prayers. It's a vibrant sun burning in the middle of the night, a ghost I can't run no matter how I try to fight. You didn't leave a clean break, you left a jagged stain, and beneath this quiet mystery, still feel pain. I walk around this gallery of everything we lost, tracing every masterpiece and counting up the cost. The details are too sharp, the resolution is too high. I catch a sudden flash of you and slowly start to die. It's a mysterious affliction, how you linger in my bones, a highly saturated sorrow playing in the minor tones. I keep pretending I'm a statue perfectly composed, while the deepest, darkest parts of me are violently exposed. They say that time is supposed to wash the canvas clean, to soften up the contrast of the spaces in between. I built a beautiful disguise to cover up the ache, but there's a limit to the kind of ruin I can't take, 'cause I still feel pain underneath the heavy layers, a cinematic tragedy of Past layers of your face, I still feel pain. Still waiting. The dark tones of the twilight settle on the empty chair. A highly saturated silence hanging heavy in the air. I trace the complex composition of the shadows on the wall, waiting for your footsteps, waiting for your call. The clock is just a metronome for everything we lack, a steady quiet rhythm as the room begins to black. I dressed up in a mystery, I played the perfect part, just to sit here in the center of a masterpiece of dark. I wore the tension like a heavy textured veil, ship without an anchor, caught inside a quiet gale. I held my breath and kept my eyes fixed firmly on the door, but the echoes are the only thing that walk across the floor. 'Cause you left me waiting, caught inside the frame, a dramatic frozen pause where you were supposed to call my name. You built a sudden burst of hope, and then you walked away, leaving me in shades of midnight at the middle of the day. It's a beautiful cold ruin, this solitary space. You left me waiting for a ghost that never showed its face. The candles have all melted down to puddles on the wood. I stayed inside the lines exactly like you said I should. You painted such a cinematic, captivating lie, a brightly colored promise bleeding out into the sky. I layered every single excuse I could try to find to justify the fact that you had left me far behind. But the contrast is too glaring, the reality too deep. I am wide awake and drowning while you comfortably sleep. I wore the tension like a heavy textured veil, a ship without an anchor, caught inside a quiet gale. I held my breath and kept my eyes fixed firmly on the door, but the echoes are the only thing that walk across the floor. 'Cause you left me waiting, caught inside the colors are all gone. Heavy, quiet layer of holding on. I'm still waiting. 'Cause I stayed for you. The dark tones of the winter creeping through the window pane, a textured layer of the quiet waiting for the rain. You were a complex composition, heavy and obscure, but I anchored in the shadows thinking love would be the cure. I poured a highly saturated devotion in your cup while you were only looking for a way to give it up. I tried to solve the mystery of the distance in your eyes, trading all my vibrant truths for your faded gray lies. I ignored the glaring colors of the warning signs, I blurred the bitter edges and I crossed the jagged lines. I was holding up the ceiling while the walls were caving in, fighting for a losing game I was never gonna win. 'Cause I stayed for you when the canvas turned to black. I carried all the ruin that you hoisted on my back. I weathered the dramatic storms you conjured in your head, clinging to the ghostly echoes of the things you never said. I played out all my colors just to try and see you through. I sacrificed my masterpiece, I stayed for you. The silence hangs between us like a chandelier of glass. I watched our picture fade and let the painful seasons pass. You painted me into a corner, locked inside the frame, taking all my steady light and giving nothing but the blame. I was a comfortable anchoring you deep in the sea, but you were always drifting, looking past the heart of me. A heavily textured sorrow that I learned to call my home, standing right beside you, but completely on my own. I ignored the glaring colors of the warning signs, I blurred the bitter edges and I crossed the jagged lines. I was holding up the ceiling while the walls were caving in, fighting for a losing game I was never gonna win. 'Cause I stayed stay through the dark, through the ruin. I stayed for you, but you didn't stay for me. You just stopped choosing me. The dark tones of the evening settled in the empty space, a textured layer of the distance growing on your face. You didn't pack a suitcase, you didn't say goodbye, but I could see the high saturation fading from your eye. It was a quiet kind of treason, a subtle shifting tide. I was sitting right beside you while you disappeared inside. I tried to solve the mystery of where your heart had gone, but you were already walking toward a different kind of dawn. I was a masterpiece you used to hold so near, but I watched my colors blur and disappear. Let the canvas gather dust up on the shelf while you started making plans that only held yourself. 'Cause you stopped choosing me, a fraction at a time, a silent resignation, a beautifully quiet crime. You didn't tear the frame apart or throw me to the floor. You just woke up every morning wanting me a little less than before. It's a heavy, crushing ruin, a slow and dark debris. You didn't break me all at once, you just stopped choosing me. The complex composition of the promises we made turned into a fragile habit, hiding in the shade. I held on to the dramatic, cinematic way we felt, but you were busy building walls around your silent shell. Every unreturned message, every time you looked away, was another stroke of midnight stealing all the light of day. You didn't close the curtains, you just let the room get cold, leaving me to hold a story that was never getting told. I was a masterpiece you used to hold so near, but I watched my colors blur and disappear. You let the canvas gather dust up on the shelf while you started making plans that only just stop choosing me. You just stop looking in my eyes. A quiet fade to black, no dramatic goodbyes. You just stop choosing me. The first time that you left, the colors bled away. A monochromatic ruin at the closing of the day. I kept your ghost around, a textured heavy shade, living in the complex little promises we made. I held on to the outline of your shadow in the hall, refusing to believe that we had taken the fall. I thought if I stayed quiet in this cold, mysterious space, I could freeze the memory of your hands against my face. I painted a delusion in a highly saturated hue, a masterpiece of denial where I still belong to you. I blurred the bitter edges, I softened up the lines, ignoring all the warnings and the subtle broken signs. But I lost you once, when you walked out the door, when you left my heart shattered on the hardwood floor. And I lost you twice, when the final ember died, when I faced the dark truth that there was nowhere left to hide. A double dose of ruin, a dramatic sacrifice. God help me, I lost you twice. The second time it happened, there was no one else around, just the dark tones of reality crashing to the ground. I woke up in the midnight, the canvas stripped and bare, and realized I was holding someone who was never there. The mystery unraveled in a cruel, dramatic sweep, leaving me a permanent, exhausting grief to keep. You didn't have to say a word to break my heart anew. I just finally accepted I was really losing you. Oh, I painted a delusion in a highly saturated hue, a masterpiece of denial where I still belong to you. Twice the heartbreak, twice the pain, a complex tragedy washing away. In the rain, I lost you twice. Twice. The canvas of the room is bruised and black, a heavy high saturation of the things I lack. I trace the dark tones of the closing door, the textured shadows stretching on the floor. You left a complex composition in your wake, a mystery of how much a single heart can take. I close my eyes but the picture stays the same, the haunting silent echo of your spoken name. The silence is a dramatic, heavy sound. As all our painted memories crash to the ground, I reach to pull you back into the frame, but you were already letting go of the flame. 'Cause you walked away forever, no looking back, fading out to gray, from a sudden fade to black. You didn't leave a mark, you didn't leave a sign, just a jagged tear right through our grand design. I'm stranded in the gallery of what we used to be. You walked away forever and left the ghost with me. Wear this tragedy like a heavy velvet gown, watching the vibrant colors slowly drowning down. Your final words were just a whispered chill, but they echo in this masterpiece, cold and still. I layered all my hopes deep inside your eyes, just to watch you paint them over with a beautiful disguise. The contrast is so sharp it cuts me to the bone, standing in the center of the frame, entirely alone. The silence is a dramatic, heavy sound. As all our painted memories crash to the ground, I reach to pull you back into the frame, but you were already letting go of the flame. 'Cause you walked away forever, no looking back, fading out to gray, from a sudden fade to black. You didn't leave a mark, you didn't leave a sign, just a jagged tear right through our grand design. I'm stranded in the gallery of what we used to be. You walked away forever, left the ghost with me. Did you even feel the canvas shatter underneath? Did you even struggle just a second to breathe? You erased us with a single careless stroke, while I was left here choking on the ash and the smoke. I am bleeding out in vivid, blinding light, while you disappear into the middle of the night. You walked away forever, no looking back, fading out to gray, from a sudden fade to black. You didn't leave a mark, you didn't leave a sign, just a jagged tear right through our grand design. I'm stranded in the gallery of what we used to be. You walked away forever, forever. A single day devastating line. You walked away, and the dark is entirely mine. I couldn't let go. The velvet shadows drape across the room, a heavy layer of this quiet gloom. I trace the dark tones of the empty bed and paint the silent echoes in my head. The colors of our past are saturated deep, a vivid waking nightmare while I try to sleep. You were a mystery I couldn't quite unwind, a beautiful disaster leaving me behind. My fingers gripped the edge until they bled, a complex composition of the things we never said. I watched the picture fade into the black, but my desperate heart kept trying to pull it back. 'Cause you couldn't let go, though the canvas was torn, caught in the gale. I stayed in the sun, holding on through a ghost in a dramatic disguise, searching for warmth in the dark of your eyes. I dragged out the ending, I put on a show. Even when nothing was left, I couldn't let go. I just wouldn't let go. The memory of you is a puzzle I kept, a labyrinth of secrets where my logic slept. I textured every excuse with a stroke of my hand, building castles of glass on a foundation of sand. But the pain is all peeling, the reality shows. The colder the winter, the harder it blows. I stood in the wreckage, refusing to run, staring straight blindly into the dying sun. My fingers gripped the edge until they bled, a complex composition of the things we never said. I watched the picture fade into the black, but my desperate heart kept trying to pull it back. 'Cause I couldn't let go, though the canvas was torn. I weathered the gale, I stood in the storm, holding on to a ghost in a dramatic disguise, searching for warmth in the dark of your eyes. I dragged out the ending, I put on a show. Even when nothing was left, I couldn't let go. I couldn't let go. Why didn't you stop me from holding so tight? Why did you leave me alone in this fight? I bled up my colors to keep you around, but you were just waiting to burn it all down. I shattered myself just to keep us intact. A beautiful tragedy, a final desperate act. Yeah, I couldn't let go, though the canvas was torn. I weathered the gale, I stood in the storm, holding on to a ghost in a dramatic disguise, searching for truth in the dark of your eyes. I dragged out the ending, I put on a show. Even when nothing left me hanging by a single thread, caught in the echoes of the things we said. No grand finale, no closing scene, just a heavy fog where your love had been. A masterpiece of ruin, crinkling wood decay. You broke us slowly when you broke to it. It wasn't a sudden storm, no lightning in the sky, no dramatic slamming doors, no screaming out goodbye. It was a quiet kind of fading, a slow and silent leak, a little less of I love you with every passing week. I watched the color draining from the pictures in the hall, waiting for the crash, but you never let us fall. You didn't cut the cord, you let it slowly fade, taking back your heart a fraction every day. I was holding on to threads, pretending we were fine, while you were quietly erasing every line. 'Cause you broke us slowly, piece by little piece, a beautifully orchestrated, quiet release. You didn't have the mercy to just tear it all apart. You took your time dismantling my heart, a gentle kind of ruin, a comfortable decay. You broke us slowly, and then you walked away. The dinners turned to silence, the touches turned to ice. You stayed out a little later, acting like a sacrifice, just to sit there on the sofa, staring at your phone. I was lying right beside you, completely on my own. I tried to stop the bleeding, I tried to patch the seams, but you were already packing up the boxes of our dreams. You didn't cut the cord, you let it slowly fray, taking back your heart a fraction every day. I was holding on to threads, pretending we were fine, while you were quietly erasing every line. 'Cause you broke us slowly, piece by little piece, a beautifully orchestrated, quiet release. You didn't have the mercy to just tear it all apart. You took your time dismantling my heart, a gentle kind of ruin, a comfortable decay. You broke us slowly, and then you walked away. I wish you would have shattered us, I wish you made us out, I wish you would have burned this whole came dismantling my heart, a gentle kind of ruin, a comfortable decay. You broke us slowly, so slowly. I didn't even notice until there was nothing left, just an empty room and me. You left me hanging by a single thread, caught in the echoes of the things we said. No grand finale, no closing scene, just a heavy fog where your love had been. I'm a masterpiece of ruin, dangling in the dark. You left me hanging with a broken heart. The midnight shadows falling heavy, saturated blue, tracing the complex layers of the life I built with you. The textured memory of your hand against my face. I can't erase the dark tones of this empty, hollow space. I close my eyes, but the picture is too clear. The ghost of your breathing is right beside my ear. They tell me time will wash the colors from the scene, that I'll forget the vibrant hurt of what we used to mean. They say the edges blur, the shadows softly fade, but I'm trapped inside this gallery of the mess we made. 'Cause I still remember everything, every bitter word, every broken string, the way the light died in your eyes before you walked away. The exact shade of the sky on that agonizing day. I try to paint it over, let the canvas bleed, but I still remember everything. A sudden flash of crimson when I hear your name out loud, a dramatic composition of a stranger in a crowd. I feel the cold rain soaking through the fabric of my coat. I feel the rising panic like a hand around my throat. The details are too sharp, the focus is too deep. You're a masterpiece of ruin that I can't afford to keep. They tell me time will wash the colors from the scene, that I'll forget the vibrant hurt of what we used to mean. They say the edges blur, the shadows softly fade, but I'm trapped inside this gallery of the mess we made. 'Cause I still remember everything, every bitter word, every broken string, the way the light died in your eyes before you walked just wait in the dark, a complex, heavy layer over my heart. I still remember everything. You left me hanging by. The coffee's getting cold on the countertop. I'm waiting for the sound of the rain to stop, but the rhythm's just an echo of the way you left, leaving me here frozen and bereft. I watched you walk away through the window pane, and I didn't even try to call your name. They say that silence is a golden thing, but it's a heavy weight, it's a bitter sting. I kept my posture, I kept my pride, while the world kept turning on the outside. But I fell apart inside when no one could see the ghost of the girl that I used to be. No shattered glass, no sirens in the street, just the sound of a heart missing every beat. I didn't scream, I didn't even cry, I just fell apart inside. I'm picking up the pieces of a life we made, trying to find some light in this cooling shade. Your sweater's in the hallway, it still smells like you, a cruel little reminder of a loved one's true. I smile for the neighbors, I say I'm doing fine, but I'm drawing circles on a jagged line. Yes, silence, here's a hollow sound when you're looking for a footing on the broken ground. I kept my secrets, I kept them tight, while the walls were closing on the outside. 'Cause I fell apart inside when no one could see the ghost of the girl that I used to be. No shattered glass, no sirens in the street, just the sound of a heart missing every beat. I didn't scream, I didn't even cry, I just fell apart inside. How do you fix what you can't even touch? How do you breathe when you've lost so much? I'm a house of cards in a sudden gale, I'm a steady ship with a tattered sail. I'm breaking, I'm faded, I'm barely even waiting. Yeah, I fell apart inside when no one could see the ghost of the girl that I used to be. No shattered glass, no sirens in the street, just the sound of a heart missing every beat. I didn't scream, I didn't even cry, I just fell apart. I fell apart inside, a quiet landslide. Nobody knows, nobody knows. The coffee is getting cold on the countertop. I'm waiting for the sound of the rain to stop, but the rhythm's just an echo of the way you left, leaving me here frozen and bereft. I watched you walk away through the window pane, and I didn't even try to call your name. They say that silence is a golden thing, but it's a heavy weight, it's a bitter sting. I kept my posture, I kept my pride, while the world kept turning on the outside. But I fell apart inside when no one could see the ghost of the girl that I used to be. No shattered glass, no sirens in the street, just the sound of a heart missing every beat. I didn't scream, I didn't even cry, I just fell apart inside. I'm picking up the pieces of a life we made, trying to find some light in this cooling shade. Your sweater's in the hallway, it still smells like you, a cruel little reminder of a love once true. I smile for the neighbors, I say I'm doing fine, but I'm drawing circles on a jagged line. Yeah, silence is a hollow sound when you're looking for a footing on the broken ground. I kept my secrets, I kept them tight, while the walls were closing on the outside. 'Cause I fell apart inside when no one could see the ghost of the girl that I used to be. No shattered glass, no sirens in the street, just the sound of a heart missing every beat. I didn't scream, I didn't even cry, I just fell apart inside. How do you fix what you can't even touch? How do you breathe when you've lost so much? I'm a house of cards in a sudden gale. I'm a steady ship with a tattered sail. I'm breaking, I'm fading, I'm barely even waiting. Yeah, I fell apart inside when no one could see the ghost of the girl that I used to be. Oh, no shattered glass, no sirens in the street, just the sound of a heart missing every beat. I didn't scream, I didn't even cry, I just fell apart, I fell apart inside, a quiet landslide. Nobody knows, nobody knows. You never loved fully, you never loved me. You never loved fully. The tears gone cold on the nightstand again, just like the rhythm of us near the end. I gave you the keys and I left the door wide, but you kept your secrets and stayed deep inside. I was reading the chapters you never would write, while you were just looking for ways to take flight. I was a forest, you were a spark, I was the light, you were scared of the dark. I reached for your hand, but I caught only air. You were physically here, but you were is a fortress with walls built of glass. You watch through the window as the years slowly pass. It's a lonely kind of hollow, this almost we had. The ghost of a maybe is making me mad. I was the ocean, you were the shore, always retreating and wanting for more. I reached for your hand, but I caught all the air. You were physically here, but you were never quite there. 'Cause you never loved fully, no, you never gave it all. You stood on the edge, but you were too scared to fall. I was drowning in deep while you waited in the shallows, building a house out of mirrors and shadows. I gave you my soul, but you kept back the key. No, you never loved fully. You never loved me. It's exhausting to love for the both of us now, to keep making promises you won't allow. I'm tired of fighting for someone who's gone, even when standing right here on the lawn. Break the silence, let the truth out. You were always living in doubt. No, you never loved fully, you never gave it all. You stood on the edge, but you were too scared to fall. I was drowning in deep while you waited in the shallows, building a house out of mirrors and shadows. I gave you my soul, but you kept back the key. No, you never loved fully. You never loved fully. You never loved fully. Just halfway, just enough to make me stay, but not enough to make it real.